hasn't really changed at all, but what has happened, though, is mid-game and late game now come quicker, right? Or so earlier in the game, and because of that, I do think there are some advantages. However, I think the advantages are very different from what the typical person talks about. I think I have the bug here, so I'm going to have to rejoin in there, so my apologies. I'm going to probably leave right back out. But there's certain gods where you know, you kind of like, okay, they hit 5, like, oh my god, they're scary now in lane. But because of the extra gold now, you can kind of have some more protection or more damage to essentially offset that, because you've made more money in the amount of time that it took to get to level 5.
Right. Well,
and to me, that's the biggest issue. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
well, the thing is, they're the scary level 5 lane. They're also getting the same amount of gold as you, and if they're pushing up your lane, you're probably getting less experience because the creeps are going to get hit by that tower. So you really just gotta do anything in your power to get the same farm as them by just not letting the tower hit the creeps. So always get those last hits in as well. But not hitting the tower is a priority, I would say, because then you're just gonna get hit. Like you said, they're overpowered gods, and then them getting more farm than you too. It's just like, oh god, we're so dead. That's why I think they tried putting in this gold change to maybe the team with the passive lane is like, oh crap, well we're getting pushed in, losing gold for each creep, but at least we have the 4 gold a second. But I mean, it's really an even playing field because everyone's getting 4 gold, so it's not like one team gets more or less.
Absolutely. I actually even saw one time when I don't know if I was casting or what, but I was like, wow, I'm like, the gold differential is this much, and somebody said, oh yeah, that's the 4 gold a second. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Like, no. Ooh, actually, early aggression. Spiders are out. He's gonna have to use the freeze and get out of there. Ymir kind of getting picked off or flipped there by Sobek. Sobek making a bit of a re-emergence here. I've seen him now a few times in a scrim now. In
any aggressive lane is going to get countered by Sobek. So if you know they have an aggressive lane, you pick Sobek, and you could see in right lane they have a Ymir on her, very strong lane. Sobek's just going to counter the crap out of that, and especially if they go for early level 1 where the on her doesn't have a leap and they can catch him. Maybe they hit level 2 before the on her. That would be instant kill if they play it right.
So playing more, Sobek is now still aggressive, but kind of counter aggression.
Well, he's aggressive level 1 because the on her, the AD carry doesn't have his leap yet or escape. They usually get the stun or heart bomb or the 3 on the Artemis. So it's really level 1 if you can get something good. If you can't, you just got to play passive, and then after he's like a counter god. So if they engage, then you can counter their engage. So he's really good with that hook and the knock up to interrupt spells, so he really can come in the clutch if you play him correctly.
I'm sorry, my hotkeys weren't working. Okay, now I got them working. Surprised Bacchus is in here. I didn't get to see the ban, so I'm not really sure what was banned, but Bacchus has been somebody that has been causing lots of troubles, it seems, in the competitive scene and giving huge burst potential in the lane. And so, I don't know, what do you feel about that, letting a Bacchus ride out?
It's not really... it's not good for the other team, just because he's just a CC king. You can just do so much for your team, and that ult is brutal for team fights. Because he's gonna really come in the clutch.
God, that drunk effect is so hard to hit any shots.
Yeah, and it does like half of your health too. Even if you build him like full tank, it still does a great large amount of damage. So you kind of want to just avoid that at all costs.
A lot of damage coming out here. Ymir is taken out, and it was a pretty cookie cutter kill there. Just kind of kept duking it out, and now Odin's in a lot of trouble. Just misses the volley, so Pompon will be able to get out. My apologies for cutting you off there, but first blood will go in the favor of AG as they take out Ymir.
Yeah, no problem with the interruption. It's probably better that we catch the action for the viewers, so that's good.
On her, actually, as you say that, getting very close. Pillar is going to block the 3, and he will be able to get out of there, so Andenster getting extremely lucky, but you got to chalk that up a little bit to skill.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good 3 by him. The Sobek thinking he can get the kill, and then the Honor just put up the 1 and saved his own life, so that was a good play.
That was close.
Yeah. You have to be careful with the Arachne Sobek lane because it's a very strong lane. Because Arachne is pretty strong early game, so they'll have to play pretty passive now that they're going to be really behind.
Ooh, and you look at that, they're both level 4. Ymir's level 2, should be able to hit level 3, yep, just does there. And Andenster is level 3 also. And ooh, Pompon taking a little bit of damage, jumped over to him, but it looks like he was just getting zoned out a little bit by creep or something. And actually, what is that's a couple of DDoS players for playing for AG. I did not even realize that. And they're going to be able to pick up that mana buff. So Odin and Rod didn't pick up the mana. What time are we at? 2:50. Ooh, Bacchus does go in, knock up, and Arachne gets killed on the other side. They're not going to be able to really follow up at all here on this Raw. And now on her is going to be able to leap away. I'm assuming he's flipping. Oh, it just misses the flip. Auto attack coming out, does pin him. Tower doing a ton of damage. Will he be able to get out in time? Good slow does get him the kill. Arachne though picks it up, and she might pay for it with her life. No, has maybe 20 health. And will be able to get out of there, so very good play. Not sure if that's 100% worth it or not, but what would be your call on that? Was that worth it? That dive worth it?
It's a risky dive because, you know, especially after Sobek missed the hook, he knows he's going to die. He's not going to be able to escape if the on-her gets a stun on him and plays his cards right. So I don't think the dive was really necessary. He could have waited for Arachne's pull to come up, maybe try that because you know he's the only one in lane. And if he B's, so what? You got him out of the lane. You can push the tower, deal some damage instead of, you know, making basically a 2-for-1 trade, and really, I just don't think it was a good idea.
Yeah, I would agree. I like playing super aggressive. I probably would have done it if I was in the same position, but I'm not a great player. I just like being super aggressive. So don't take my advice. Listen to sparkslee about what you need to do. And I was going to ask you a question here, but it looks like Ymir might be setting up a gank onto this Agni. I do not know if they're going to have enough damage to kill him, though. Zelantris will still have the dash. Actually, a lot of players coming in here now. Counter gank coming from Bacchus. And is he going to be able to get a stun? He does get the stun on Ymir. Odin, though, comes in, does a bit of damage, kills the creep wave. Bacchus gets the pop-up. There's the ult from Odin, going to hold him in place. Ra ult just misses, narrowly avoided. Now there's the ult from Artemis, the ult from Sobek, auto attack damage coming out. There's the ult from Bacchus. There's the kill onto Hell. Flip the knock-up again, and there goes Ymir, and it's only going to be Odin able to get out of there as it's 5-1 in the favor of AG, and they are coming out with an absolute aggression against Outlaw Gaming as they did lose that first game. And are they rotating over to Gold Fury? They sure are. It looks like they're going to be going for a really early Gold Fury. 5 minutes. Are they going to be able to do this? What do you think?
They should if they don't notice it. It doesn't look like they do since Onher's still in right lane with Arachne. Maybe that Odin will jump over those. Could be really dangerous for them since all their ults are down. They really don't have any mana.
Yeah, he did jump in there, got taken out quick, but Bacchus, you see, if he would have waited, oh, it turned to Bacchus, gets the kill onto Bacchus, and now the rest of the team should be rotating over very soon. They might get it. Sobek taken down very low, and Hell actually pulls back. She could have got a pretty easy kill there. She's going back to mid lane. So unfortunately, the team does not respond in time, and that early Gold Fury brings it now to 21,000 to 16,000, actually more 17,000. So has about a 4K gold lead. That's pretty good at minute 5.5. And now it looks like Outlaw is going to have to do something rather amazing to come back. And Arachne, will she be able to get this kill? Auto attack's going out. There's the hook. Follow up with Agni damage. I think Arachne would have had it by herself anyways. And again, AG continuing to outpace this team, looking very, very good. What I was going to ask you before, though, is if you wouldn't mind, would you just give us a little bit of introduction to yourself and your team so the viewers know who you are?
Yeah, I'm Sparks from Procore Gaming. We recently just won the My Revenge tournament this past Saturday, and we won the first one. You know, if you want to follow us or get in contact with any of us, you can go to procoregaming.com. You can check me out on my stream at twitch.tv/sparksras. And if you want to see Zapman, it's twitch.tv/Zap55. And if you sign up on our website, you have a chance to win a solid state drive on Christmas.
Man, do I have a chance to win a solid state drive? I'm going to sign up for that.
Yes, you do. Everyone is eligible. So
I will definitely have to check that out, as I am greedy and would love a solid state drive. So I'll be sure to check it out. If you want to, any chance you want, man, go ahead and post links to your guys' stuff in the stream chat. And,
yeah, I'll be more than happy to do that after.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So appreciate it. And, ooh, it looked like it's going in, and Trolley-Poly just missing and getting that flip on her. And actually, I don't know if he would have had much follow-up as Arachne is back doing jungle creep. But
they could have actually killed him there.
You think so?
Had they known. Yeah, 100%.
You mean...
You look at Anher, he has his stun and his ult up, and so does
Okay,
Ymir.
yeah, you mean Anher and Ymir could do it.
Right.
Okay, I was confused. I thought you were saying that you think Sobek would have still been able to get it, and I was like, really?
Oh, no. Yeah, right. Not a chance.
Okay, just making sure we're banging on all cylinders there.
My apologies.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. We are at about 5k gold. There was a Gold Fury already killed at 5.5 minutes. It's an 8-2 kill differential. And
that's something I want to say, sorry, because you brought up the Gold Fury.
Yeah.
Anyone, whenever 2 or more of your teammates die, or even just one, like, make sure you have objectives warded, because more than likely they're going to go and try to take it, because if they have 5 people up and they're all MIA, especially look for the MIAs too, even if it's only one person that's showing on the map, just ward the Gold Fury, go check it out, because more than likely they're going to be there to try to get an easy steal, because you're probably thinking, oh, they're not going to get it, we have such a short respawn, but no, they are, because they're thinking objectively, and that's how Smite is. It's an objective-based game, so kills obviously allow easier objectives.
Yeah, Sobek actually going to be ulting in out of your hell. Might have used her immunity early. No, just enough time. Ymir getting very low. Agni actually dashes into the ult, takes a lot of damage. Hell will be able to kill him once he comes off of that, and is in the light form. Heals instead of gets the kill. Misses the light one. Will not be able to get it. I missed how Ymir ended up dying, and Agni looks like he will be able to get out of there. And now Takati on hell in between 3 players. Heals up a little bit. Can't get out as Agni hits the 2, and they get the double kill. And in Stir playing on her, able to get out of there. Pon though on Odin going to be coming in. Ooh, great immunity, avoiding a lot of damage, but eats the Ra ult, and Ra will be able to get that kill. Great timing there by K-Pop Fury. Will be able to net them another kill. And it looks like, let's see here, they pulled it 3-10, still a pretty strong advantage here in the favor of AG. Again, Outlaw did win game 1. I see that we have a few more viewers than we had earlier, so this is game 2. I apologize, I don't have any like layovers or overlays, and have nothing really made for Smite yet. I need to get on that, but I'm the least creative person in the world, so hopefully I'll have that here in the near future. I've talked to a friend, he might do it. It'll be nice, I could put the teams, the scores of the games, all that kind of stuff, so hopefully that will be coming soon. So what do you think of the matchup so far, Sparks? It's been, it seems like it's been close, but AG just able to finish, where it seems that Outlaw has left a lot of people at low life, and the teamwork from AG has been able to come in and essentially net them some kills that Outlaw wasn't able to get.
It just really seems like they're working as a team a lot better, just winning the side lanes, which is really good. And just, when it comes out in team fights, not making simple mistakes like using your heal over your 1 or 3 in a dark form when that Agni is so low, and you can get the kill and still be able to heal yourself. So just, a few mistakes getting caught, like the level 1 engage, they have an Arachne with all those eggs. It's not really worth even trying to go up there and check, maybe show your presence a little bit, but don't get too far up, because they have Sobek as well, so he's just going to pluck you into those eggs, so it's not really it wasn't really the best decision there. So, but yeah, it's a few mistakes here and there, just not playing as a team, not checking or warding Gold Fury. Simple mistakes can cause a 5k gold lead.
Right, a huge turn of events, and like you said, a 5k gold lead, and they actually pick up this yellow buff, gives it to Agni in the mid, which is very good play to use that ult over that, so he didn't even have to leave the range of the lane to get that extra money. And Takati will be able to get away, unfortunately, not able to land that stun. We saw Anher get picked off earlier, and now the kill lead is 3-11. And it just seems like Outlaw is not clicking as well as it did that first game. I didn't get to see it, but with a pretty quick game, I think it was about an 18-minute game, and so seemed to do very well, but are going to be forcing a Gold Fury fight here again. I'm kind of assuming that this is going to be a team fight. You don't often see them square off at an objective and both back away. It kind of seems to end with one of the teams doing it, and then and there they go, they start it. So the heal going down here from Ra, trying to, I guess, put in a little bit of damage. Sobek actually zoning 2 players out, and the other 3, they totally could have 5-on-1 Sobek there, but they don't. Hell gets flipped and stunned. The ult's coming out, does go immune. The freeze there from Ymir. No damage really followed up. The Artemis ult is going to get the 2 stuns. Odin gets hooked in by Arachne. Sobek is sitting on the ult. They do get the kill, and that will be probably the only kill. Unfortunately there, it seemed like a real lack of initiative coming out from Outlaw, and ended up stalemating. I can't believe you allow Sobek to zone out 2 players, and then the other oh, actually more action though. Ymir coming in, does get the freeze, the 2 drops. Immunity there by, I think it was Arachne, yes, avoids a lot of the damage. Hell doing a ton. She ends up getting pushed into the tower though from Sobek because of that flip. The ultimate coming out, unfortunately not doing much damage there from Ymir. She's going to be able to get out of there, and both players are safe.
Yeah, you can't really let that happen at Gold Fury.
Yeah.
They zone him out very hard, and for Sobek to zone out 2 people, you know, what does he have? He has his fling back and he has a hook. And what was it, Odin that got zoned out as well? He could have just easily jumped over. Sure, he wastes his leap, but he needs to get into that middle of the fight and just try to take the Gold Fury because they're already ahead by so much. So, I mean, maybe he would have died, you know, or maybe they could have had, for example, the Ra get ready to use his ult towards the end of the Gold Fury's health because he doesn't need to be that close to use his ult. So they could have worked that out a lot nicer, but they just, you know, maybe they're just losing hope because the gold lead is so far ahead now.
Yeah, it's, man, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it because, A, I don't have enough in-game knowledge, but I really felt like with him zoning so hard, the 5 of them could have collapsed on him pretty quick, killed him, and then made it a 4v5. And yeah, sure, they would have had some cooldowns, you know, to deal with, but I prefer fighting 4 versus 5 than I would 5v5, and you know,
just the Ymir could also walled off Sobek while he was, you know, trying to chase them, or you know, walled off some of the team from the Gold Fury, maybe thrown a freeze out, ulted. There are a lot of other situations that could have happened for the blue team, and could have been a lot better for them. Could have been an easy steal too, since they're tanking the Gold Fury. So would have at least forced a reset, if anything.
Yeah, and Hell taking a lot of damage. She uses her immunity and will not take that ultimate. Odin now coming in. A lot of damage still going on to Hell. Good freeze, though, to stop the face hug immediately. Ultimate coming out from on her. Not able to get that kill, though. The auto attack damage is coming out. Does a little bit of burst there with the leap, and she is not able to get away. Ymir's ult used to zone there a little bit on her. Getting pushed back. Finally dies to the dot there from Agni. And now Sobek knocks up 2 more. Puts out the creeping curse. Is trying to get away. There's the freeze. Another slow auto attacks coming out, and he's actually pretty tanky. Not a whole lot of damage coming out. He dashes back towards Agni, the stun onto Ymir, and my guess is most of them will be able to get out. Oh, the leap, though, from Odin. Does he get to slow? He does get to slow, but will not be chasing as everybody kind of falls back. And someone we actually haven't seen too much, and I'm kind of surprised, is Bacchus. I think he's kind of been in 1 fight, and other than that, we haven't really seen too much action. I would expected him to be roaming a lot more. I feel like his gank potential is so strong with all his CC.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's interesting because his farm is the lowest, so missing out on those assists probably is going to keep him a little lower than the rest of the team. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to see him in more fights. They could have easily taken the fights, but I mean, they still are doing fine without him. You see, they had 2 in the left lane pushing, while that 5v2 or 3 fight was happening mid.
Right.
And they still were able to get, you know, a kill out of it or 2. So it was, you know, good job by AG. Just, you know, worried more about objectives, getting Outlaw to just be focused on mid, and you know, just playing their cards right this game.
Ooh, great wall there to separate the 2. Are they going to go in hard? Double stun coming out. Will she be able to get out? She goes immune, and she will not be able to get it. But Sobek picking up a double kill with his ultimate, and now Ymir is going to be getting face hugged. Still has a lot of health. The constant CC coming out, and unfortunately walls himself in there. Hell will not be able to get there in time, would be my guess, and has to fall back. Artemis, though, will be coming in. Is she going to be able to get this ultimate? Oh, no, she's going right to Fire Giant. Sorry, saw her wrong on the mini-map. And that's going to be a free Fire Giant, I think, in the favor of AG. So AG looking very, very good here. And man, like I said, I don't like calling things too early, but a 9K gold lead with Fire Giant at minute 16, it's gonna be tough to come back from.
It just seems like Outlaw is very indecisive. Like, you saw the Ymir land the wall, you immediately got to go for that Arachne killer before the team can even get to her, and they didn't do that. They reacted a little too late there, so they got punished for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I was saying before. Like, I feel like any time you can make the number advantage heavily in your favor, you got to take it. Oh, great kill by Zelantris. I actually didn't think he was going to get it, so I wasn't even doing the play-by-play. But dashes in and hits with his 2. He's hitting like a truck right now. And yeah. He picked up an Obsidian Shard there, so that is another time I've seen Obsidian Shard. And ooh, GG does come out. Wow, so that is going to be game.
Obsidian Shard is a counter to Voidstone. The only time you need Obsidian Shard is if they get Voidstone, but I'm sure it'll change with the patch.
Voidstone or the Gaia Stone?
No, Voidstone.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that important against the Voidstone. I thought it was just the Gaia Stone.
So I don't know the statistics of it all, but someone ran the numbers and that's what's been said. So and it seems to work out from when I've tried it.
Oh, okay, man. I'm gonna have to remember that for. I've been trying to do ranked matches recently. Oof.
Yeah, some of them can be good, and then some of them you get trolls. I was recently trolled by someone. They DC'd right before Fire Giant, and we had just taken Gold Fury, and we were heading gold, and I got trolled. So we lost the game, but